which occurs when one instance finds the GC buffer busy. What are the performance views in an Oracle RAC environment? Oracle offers dynamic performance views which are called views. These views are available in a single instance as well as RAC databases. However, these views contain information about current instance only. The global version of these views is called views. These views collate information from the view on each node in RAC and provide comprehensive information for all the nodes from a single node. What are the major RAC wait events? Oracle RAC wait events, GCCR request, GC buffer busy acquire and GC buffer busy release. Explain the procedure of restoring RMAN for the recovery if all the instances are down. Following is the procedure of restoring RMAN for the recovery. Bring all the nodes down. Start a node. Restore all the DAT files and archive logs. Recover the node. Open the database. Bring other nodes up. Confirm that all nodes are operational. Can rolling upgrading be used to upgrade from Oracle 10G to Oracle 11G database? No, it can only be used for Oracle Database 11G releases. What enables the load balancing of applications in RAC? Oracle Net Services enables the load balancing of applications in RAC. What are the different types of connection load balancing? Following are the two types of connection load balancing. Server-side load balancing. Client-side load balancing. Explain the Fast Application Notification (FAN) feature of RAC. FAN is an application programming interface (API) based on Oracle Notification Services (ONS). This API enables the application to receive notification whenever a FAN event happens. After application code is enabled to receive FAN event notifications, it can respond to the events appropriately. How does load balancing work in Oracle RAC? This feature is called load balancing. The local listener either directs the client to a dispatcher process, if you configured the database to use shared servers, or directs the client to a dedicated server process. Client-side load balancing balances the connection requests across the listeners. Connection workload management is one of the key aspects when you have RAC instances, as you want to distribute the connections to specific nodes/instance or those of less load. Oracle from 10G onwards, 9i as well, has two features to provide the connection load balancing. Client-side load balancing, also called as connect time load balancing. Server-side load balancing, also called as listener connection load balancing. Client-side load balancing. Oracle client-side load balancing feature enables clients to randomize the connection requests among all the available listeners based on their load. An TNS entry that contains all nodes entries and use load_balance equals on, default it's on, will use the connect time load balancing or client-side load balancing. Server-side load balancing. This improves the connection performance by balancing the number of active connections among multiple instances and dispatchers. In a single instance environment, shared servers, the listener selects the least dispatcher to handle the incoming client requests. In a RAC environments, PMON is aware of all instances load and dispatchers, and depending on the load information PMON redirects the connection to the least loaded node. Listener route the incoming connections to least loaded nodes based on the load profile statistics that are dynamically updated by PMON. The more updates the busier the node. Updates can occur from 3 seconds to 10 minutes frequency. What is LBA, Load Balancing Advisor, in Oracle RAC? The LBA will calculate how much work each instance in the clustered database has been asked to do. The LBA will then make sure that any new incoming work is routed to the instances that are least busy. How to check Oracle RAC load balancing? You can just use this simple query, select inst_id, count, asterisk, from GB $session group by inst_id, it will return the number of sessions per instance. List the characteristics of Oracle services. An Oracle service must have a unique name. It offers workload balancing and failover options. What is TAF in database? Transparent Application Failover, TAF, is the ability of applications to automatically reconnect to the database if the connection fails. If the server fails, the connection fails as well. What is TAF and FAN in RAC? You can achieve client high availability and scalability in Oracle Real Application Clusters, Oracle RAC, using database services, fast application notification, FAN, fast connection failover, FCF, and application continuity. Older applications can use transparent application failover, TAF. How to configure service. To configure TAF. Create database service. Create a service on the cluster to set up for TAF. $SRVCTL add service D TAF SFG underscore TAF or TAF1 TAF2 P basic. Start the created service. $SRVCTL start service D TAF SFG underscore TAF. Check that the service is running. $SRVCTL config service D TAF. Now you can modify the service according to your needs, for example. $SRVCTL modify service D TAF SFG underscore TAFM basic E select Q true J long. Verify the service from the database. Select failover underscore type, failover underscore method, failed underscore over from the $session where SID equals sys underscore context, user end, SID. How do you fix a split brain in RAC? To avoid split brain, node 2 aborted itself. To ensure data consistency, each instance of a RAC database needs to keep heartbeat with the other instances. The heartbeat is maintained by background processes like LMON, LMD, LMS, and LCK. What is network heartbeat in RAC? A heartbeat is a polling mechanism, similar to a ping, that monitors the availability of other servers in a RAC system. The heartbeat is a type of polling mechanism that is sent over the cluster interconnect to ensure that all RAC nodes are available. The heartbeat is part of the clusterware node monitoring. Deadlocks in a RAC environment. Deadlock detection is executed by LMD process, which will detect deadlocks in nearly 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, a waiting session is chosen and the statement is rolled back, followed by an ORA60. RAC and DFS lock handle with sequences. DFS stands for Distributed File System and has been used since OPS, Oracle Parallel Server. DFS lock is used for typical RAC actions like global checkpointing or for DDL operations like truncate table. DFS lock handles are also used for sequence operation. Sequence performance of combined options ordered from worst to best for RAC. No cache with order. No cache with norder. Cache with order. Cache with norder. Library cache locks / pins in a RAC env. Library cache locks are globalized as resource types LA through LP. Library cache pins are globalized as resource types NA through NZ. GRD uses first 16-byte of column class from table $$ to create a KGL resources. Node evictions. There could be several reasons for node evictions. Reason 1. Generic info. Clusterware key process CSSD.bin process is multi-threaded process. It tracks and monitors both disk hear beat, DHB, and network heartbeat, NHB. RDBMS key processes are LMS, LMD. If they can't communicate with their counterparts, they will initiate reconfiguration. LMOM, it is most important for instance eviction, implements IMR and drives reconfiguration. Reason 2. Network-related instance eviction. If there is no network heartbeat for more than 30 seconds, CLSSNMV kill block thread kills local CRS. Best practice is to use the private interface for cluster interconnect, but this can be overwritten. Root cause, cluster interconnect could be down. Significant errors. Reason 3. CPU/swapping driven instance eviction. LMHB monitors LMON, LMD, and LMSN processes to ensure they are running normally without blocking or spinning. It's very likely that we get LMHB traces because LMON, LMS RAC processes will not to get enough CPU. An overloaded RAC instance, either CPU or due to paging/swapping, can cause a node eviction. LMS, LMD0, RDBMS alert logs, may reporting, IPC send timeout message. When getting node eviction with IPC send timeout message, monitor OS Watcher and CHM files carefully. Root cause, CPU starvation, paging swapping. Node evictions top reason. Communication errors, network related. Memory starvation, paging swapping. CPU problems, scheduler problems / CPU load. Other reasons. Node membership change due to split brain issue. Instance eviction related bugs. Cluster reconfiguration, CGS cluster group service. CGS cluster group service tracks which instances are members of a cluster. CGS validate all members and update control file periodically. Failure lead to an instance membership reconfiguration, IMR. CGS is responsible for GMS, group membership synchronization layer, and IMR. Important logs and trace files review traces in the same order than listed. Alert logs form all instances, cluster alert.log, rdbms alert.log, asm alert.log. aux.logs for all instances. Note older files are named aux.l01. LMON, LMSN, LMD0 traces from all instances. Any other traces mentioned in any alert.log. LMHB traces, LMHB monitors LMON, LMD, and LMSN processes to ensure they are running normally without blocking or spinning. CHM and OS Watcher logs from the eviction time. OS message logs form all nodes, /var/log/messages for Linux.